Welcome back to Matheny Fieldhouse here on the campus of Geneva College. As always, I'm Ben Wiegers, and with me today is one of our student athletes of the week, sophomore basketball player Tommy Coletti. Thanks for coming on down.
Thank you for having me.
We're mentioning last time you came down was like right at the beginning of your freshman season, so it's been a little while. Tommy made a big jump this year, averaging 13.5 points, almost 6 rebounds per game, and especially over the last 2 weeks or so, you've really taken on a larger scoring role due to some injuries on the team. You're averaging 18.6 points over those last couple of weeks. So obviously season came to an end yesterday, playoffs against W&J. But I just mentioned, like, sort of because of injuries at the end of the year, you were thrust into more of that, like, you have to be the scorer. Yeah. What was that like for you?
Yeah, like you said, obviously we dealt with some injuries with Nick and JB, and with those two guys out, that's about 30 points per game that we're losing right there. So obviously that's a lot of points, but it's also a lot of shots that have to be taken as well. So I feel like the main thing for me was getting into the mindset where, well, these guys are gone and the shots have to be taken. We still have to score. So just trying to get to my spots more often and trying to drive and create for my teammates as well. Try to get them into their go zones and just try to fill that gap that they kind of left, you know?
Sure. Now that the season is over, what does the rest of the semester look like for you?
Yeah, so I actually am getting surgery on the 5th. So I had a torn labrum throughout most of the season in my hip. So I'll have a repair surgery on that. Okay. So for me, the rest of the semester will be kind of just like trying to recover as best as I can and probably doing a little like upper body lifts and stuff like that. Mostly just trying to get stronger and things like that.
Okay. We were just talking about this beforehand, but can you tell the audience sort of how that came about, like how you found out that you were like, you had a torn labrum?
Yeah. So preseason, I just felt like I was in a lot of pain basically in my hip, and I kind of just thought I was tight. So I was trying to stretch it out and whatnot. And throughout the year, I went and got an MRI, and they said I actually tore it. I had a torn labrum in my hip. So basically, like, I had a bone spur in my hip, and it was just digging into that labrum and I guess tearing it up.
It's terrible.
So I was able to finish the year, luckily. So I mean, I'm glad for that, but I'll be going into surgery in about a week or so now, so that'll be like kind of process for me.
Well, we'll be praying for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Looking ahead to next season, you'll be a junior, one of the upperclassmen. How does that feel, like knowing that you're going to be, like, one of the more experienced guys on the team now as a junior?
Yeah. Obviously, we're losing 5 seniors this year, and so that's a lot of leadership that we'll be losing out on. And obviously, we have some older guys, but for me, it's mostly from a standpoint of leading the younger guys on the team. Like you said, I'm an upperclassman now. So leading those younger guys and trying to be a role model for them and show them the work ethic that you kind of need to have at this level and what it takes to kind of succeed and have success. And hopefully we can have success as well.
Right, sure. Yeah. Good. You mentioned in your last interview you were an engineering major. That was one of the things that brought you to Geneva. What type of engineering are you? What do you hope to get into once you graduate?
Yeah, so I'm a mechanical engineer, and for me, I'm kind of hoping to get into more like the manufacturing side of things. So I've had an internship these last 2 summers back home.
Last 2 summers?
Yeah.
So you had an internship like before college?
Right out of high school. I was lucky enough to get an internship, and I'm mostly doing like grunt work, like kind of like just getting that first step into the door is really important for me.
Yeah.
So, and it's also been really interesting to be able to kind of see like on site what the engineers are actually doing and just getting a kind of general idea and understanding for what like is done in my field.
Sure.
So just probably I'll go back to getting another internship this summer actually. So that'll be my 3rd year doing it. Okay. And then hopefully after the school year is done or after I'm done in college, I'll be able to go back there and pick up a full-time job.
Hey, they better offer you something honestly, if you give them this much work.
So that's probably the plan for me, just going back there.
Okay. So. Nice. That's all I have for you.
All right.
Thanks for coming on down.
Thank you.
Again, I'm Ben Wiegers, here with Student Athlete of the Week, Tommy Coletti. And until next time, storm on.